I was hoping to get more done out in the food forest today, but as you may be able to see, it's bloody freezing and the ground is bloody hard. So instead, I'm going to get on with one of those jobs that I've otherwise been putting off, but while it's so cold, maybe a bit of physical labour is just what I need. Let me show you. So today I am going to be giving this here outbuilding a bit of my attention and a bit of maintenance. As you may be able to see, Nigel's done a bit of work on the front here. These doors were slightly falling apart. They didn't close properly. Anytime you did close them, they fell off the runners and you had to lift the whole door back on. Anyway, as you can see, he has done a beautiful job in getting these doors back to useful and allowing us to actually close this up. And I'm today going to be taking a look at this ditch. So this area behind me, this outbuilding is kind of built on a slope on our land that goes this way, and so this side of it is sort of below ground level, whereas that side it's on the concrete. So when we first moved in here, this whole trench was completely full of brambles, completely full of vegetation. We cleared it out, but we haven't really stayed on top of it, and it's starting to grow back. So what I'm going to do today is get in there, dig it all out, get anything out that's alive, try and dig out as much of the bramble roots as I can, and then we are going to get it covered with this stuff, and we're going to pop some slate on top of it. So I don't know how far I'm going to get or how much hard work this is going to be, but I'm up for it and I'm going to give it a go. So this trench goes from this corner around here and then all the way to the back of the stables, which is sort of back out into where the veggie field is. So I'm going to start here, work my way around using this little handheld jobby and this, and I'll see how far we get. I'm going to stick some music on and get on with it. Now I'm slightly worried on this corner here. You can see where I am. Hey Max. This is all the concrete foundation here, but this, I worry, is just straight into that wooden beam. So I don't want to cover this bit up. I might have to lay some concrete or something around there, dig that out properly. Oh well, I'll just carry on with this. These here, I do not want to hit. They look mighty important, don't you think? So I'm just going to carry on clearing around those and I'll see how I go. I think what I might do is lay the fabric, once I'm done clearing this out, lay the fabric in here, weigh it down, but not cover it completely, because I'm going to have to revisit this corner before we make a permanent solution. This is what we've got to. All cleared out, all covered up. Big nose dog. Hey Munchkin. Until we get to here, this is where I ran out of wool, so I need to work out what to do for this last bit. If it means just pulling it out, fine, but we'll get back to that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty hard work, so I'm not sure that the lugging all the slate down here to cover it up is a today job. But, oh, now I'm thinking about it, I do have something else I could do today that's slightly less hard work than pouring tons of slate on here, but it is a bit of fun, so let me show you. So a lot of my days are spent doing stuff like this, you know, like land maintenance projects, sort of upgrades to the land that aren't hugely exciting, so I don't normally show it. But when I was doing another one of these, which is basically clearing the hedgerows back, I came across in this one here, you see where we are, these are the compost bins, this, and I found another one of these back in one of the other fields. No, I assume they were used as waterers for horses once upon a time, and the fact that it's full of water is promising for the fact that they're watertight. The other one is overturned in one of the other fields, so I'm less sure on that one. But what I would like to do is liberate them. Oh my lord, what is that on? Anyway, I'll set you up and show you. I'm going to see if I can dig this one out, or at least clear some of the green so that we can see what state it's in. I don't suppose I'm going to be able to move it, but just so I can see what we're working with. My plan is, if they're both watertight, is for one of them to eventually be a pond for the geese. I don't have geese yet, but that's on the plan. And the other one I want to dig into the ground and use it as a wildlife pond. I'd like to make a pond this year, but again, using what I've got on the land, hopefully, if I've got these two sound, it looks like cast iron bathtubs. So I'm quite excited. Let's get some gear so I can hack this back and see what's going on in there. I'm not going to move it now. In the winter there could be all sorts of things hibernating in there. So I will... Yes, there's a lot of green in there. But as I say, I'm going to leave it as it is for now. I'm going to clear around it so that come spring I can move this out here. But actually it's on this. So it's actually raised up off the floor so I can see the whole thing. And it looks good. So you could well be looking at my new geese pond. All these spoiled geese, they don't even exist yet, and they've already got a pond. So I vowed to myself that all of the veggie beds are going to be covered. Yeah, any I've lost control of are going to be covered up with cardboard, mulched over, so that they are ready to go. Because last year I had some half ready to go, and then by the time all the growing season kicked in, I ran out of time and to be getting beds ready at the same time. So anyway, this is the corn bed. I grew corn in there last year for the first time. It went really well, and pumpkins, I'm still eating the pumpkins, so very much ready for spring. I mean, not literally, but mentally I'm ready for spring. Where is it? Oh, that's it there. Okay, this one I'm less confident on what it's going to be like. I don't even know if you can see it. You might just have to take my word for it. There is in fact a bathroom. Oh my gosh, hi girls. So add that to the list, I reckon. Unearth that bathtub. That one's up. As you can see, that one, as you maybe can see, that one is flipped over. So if I can get that one out, I can actually have a proper look at it. It's not holding water, so there won't be anything living in there that can't move out. So I'll get that unearthed and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that means I can get that one set up as a wildlife pond before spring, and that can be a nice winter job. And then depending on when I get the geese, we'll put the other one on the back burner. Yeah, pretty excited. Alright, I'll get the slate put into that ditch at some point. I may show you, I may not. If I don't, I'll show you when it's done. But this is just a day of doing stuff that needs to be done, that's not that fun and not that glamorous, but such is life. Now I'm going to spend a bit of time with my chicks. Cheers guys. 6 eggs this morning. Oh, there we go. 9 eggs for the day in January. Honestly, such good chickie chicks. Oh, hey, beautiful. What are you doing up there? Hey, you living the dream? It's not so bad, is it? Oh, I'm sorry, did I take my attention away? It's all about you. It's all about you. We're about to go spend the weekend with my family, so thankfully I'll get rid of all my excess eggs that I've been building up. So if you're watching, get ready for boatloads of eggs.